Now, where we stand today, we're going to see layoffs coming, and you have to be prepared for that. And the industries affected at first are pretty clear. The travel industry and all its phases, the meetings and conventions business and all its elements, these things that involve people coming together will be very heavily affected. Sports, concerts, cultural events, fundraisers, they are all under threat because one of the things that's coming, and you're seeing it pop up in different parts of the United States, is no longer assembling. Schools. Schools are bit by bit, piece by piece, at all levels of education, first heavily at colleges, are not going to meet in person because we don't want to be in a position where we have something that is out of control now, that we bring people together where it spreads person to person. So you as a consumer, forget the consumer, let's look at it this way. You as an American who depends on an income in order to afford the life you have to prepare for the worst and hope for the best. And what does that mean? The key to this is that you have got to make sure you're prepared for the possibility of a smaller paycheck or no paycheck. So how do you do that? You want to make sure you have a reserve of cash. If you have consumer debt, credit cards, personal loans, anything like that, you want to attack those debts. You want to reduce those debts because keeping up with monthly obligations may in fact become harder moving forward. So let's say this turns out better than we expect right now. If at that point you have taken precautionary steps, you've paid down debt, your financial life is healthier moving forward anyway. As far as big purchases, I know this feeds on an economy going into reverse, but do not make big purchases. Unless you're sitting there like Daddy Warbucks, it's an old reference, with tons of cash, you don't want to be in a position where you're taking on new debt obligations. I don't care how good the deal is. I'm the deal guy, right? I love buying deals. Don't buy deals that would put you into debt. And let me say again, this will pass. And the work of scientists and medical professionals, a lot of it's going to take time. There have been false promises from political leaders that have misled the American people about how quickly we could have a vaccination for coronavirus. That is a long process. That's like 3 yards in a cloud of dust over and over again to get to where a successful vaccine is produced. So initially and for a while to come, it's all going to be about treatment. And the protocols for treatment will get better over time. The mortality rate will steadily improve over time. But we are in an early stage of this, and being smart about it is very important. We have a continually updated information guide at clark.com/coronavirus. But I want to mention something about Google. Google did something really good. Google has put together a guide, has no advertising on it. If you go to Google and you put in coronavirus, you will see something that's being edited by a team of editors that is information you can trust from medical professionals and public health organizations here in the United States and overseas, where you can get the facts. There's a lot of false rumors that spread around, especially on social media. Do not be inflamed by what you see on social media. Go for facts and be wary and be careful taking any guidance from anything you see on social media right now. You're listening to The Clark Howard Show.